I am having an absolute blast sharing with all you guys these beginner level magic tricks. And most of them I've created myself, or they're variations on classic principles that are as old as the hills, and I've come up with some fresh way to present them or combine them. But some of them are literally the beginner tricks I started myself. I'm going to show you something I learned when I was 11 years old right now, and I still do it sometimes. 11 years old, so what is that, like 24 years ago? I learned this trick. It's a very cool trick, and it gets people involved, and it's a great way to get yourself heading into, if you're not familiar with something called Hen Ping Chen. I know it sounds like one of my, it's called He Hao Ho Ho. No, Hen Ping Chen is an actual thing. It's a technique, it's an advanced coin sleight, but this is the very beginning of it in a sense, sort of the basic level. So let's go on down, I'll show you this here. I love sharing these beginner level tricks with you guys because it's helping me stay in touch with what's truly magical about magic. And so often you remember in the beginner level, but then when you get on to other levels, you forget about it. So you guys are helping me remember, which I love. Chris, you're going to get involved in this, okay? I'm going to show you actually not a magic trick, but a juggler's trick, a very cool juggling feat. I want you to grab one of them, any one of the quarters, and put it right in my hand here, okay? Thank you, brother. Okay. And grab another one and put it in the other hand. So we got one in each hand, and now we're actually going to close my fists around them. And I want you to pick up another one, doesn't matter which one. And I want you to put it right there, right on my fingernails, right there. Perfect, okay. So we got two there, and now would you pick up this last one and put it on the fingernails right here? Great, now watch. This is a juggler's. This is a great way to practice fast hand techniques. 2 and 2, watch. I'm going to very quickly try to, oh, sorry about that. Here, pick them up again, please, pick them up. Put them back on the fingernails, okay? Back on the fingernails, please. Now watch. Instead of doing this juggler trick, I'm feeling a little nervous about it. Let me try a magic trick. Chris, where do you want the magic to happen? Choose the hand where the magic is going to happen. Which hand is where the magic? Magic's going to happen here. Okay, so watch. Watch this. 3, 2, 1. The magic just happened. I just made one of the coins from here travel invisibly across to join the other coins. The secret to this is a very neat combination of a large action covering a small, as I talk about on this channel a lot. Also, the psychology of making a mistake, an error. And when the magician or the performer suddenly makes a mistake, it's like a blip to the system. Everybody is misdirected inherently for just a beat. So if you lay down a condition and a process that people are already familiar with, when you have an error or a glitch and you want to go back to a restart, a reset, and you go back to that position, it can be very convincing psychology that you haven't done anything tricky within that moment. Having said all that, it's great to get people involved. And again, you can do it pennies or quarters or dimes or whatever here, any 4 small objects. I've done this with little pebbles at the beach, no joke, on vacation, hanging out with the family and all these kinds of things. So you're here. You got your 4 coins. Have someone put a coin in here. And you know, I think magic's amazing to fuel interaction between people. I love that. So this is a great example where they're getting involved, okay, of doing that. And then I say, would you put one right on my fingernails? Go ahead. And I point there and they put one, and now they know, and another one right over here. So everybody is sure of the conditions because they've set them up. It's a rare situation where they have put the items in the magician's hands. You have 2 here and 2 here, clearly. Now, they don't know what you're about to do. They don't know what you're about to do, remember that. But the idea is that you turn your hands over quickly, and I guess you were trying to do something, but instead of it working out, the quarter from here and the quarter from here off the fingertips, they both end up falling, and you say, go ahead, help me again. At least that's the way it looks. But what actually happens is this. When I turn both hands over, I'm going to open these fingers slightly, my left fingers, just enough as I'm turning over to let the quarter fall inside that fist. Whereas on the right hand, what I'm going to do is let that coin fall out, loosen my hands. And again, you don't want to open your hands broadly. You just loosen your fingers enough so that this coin is going to fall. And from this spot too, that quarter is going to fall too. Now notice I can do that without just by opening my fingers just a little bit. Both will fall out. So what I do, even though it looks like the quarters off the fingertips of the fingernails of both hands fall, actually, both those coins came from this hand. Okay? So You don't want to make a big deal of it. They've set it up like this. Now that you guys know the secret, I'll show you the pacing of it. We're here. I say, watch very carefully. Watch, see if I can do this. It might take me a couple of tries here. Oh, wait a second. Okay, put them back. Go ahead. One on the fingernails here, the other on the fingernail. And so when I say put them back, I'm using my script as part of the secret method. Go ahead, put them back. Because, of course, if they put them back, they both go here. But go ahead, put them back. You don't even have to be too specific. You'll see that people immediately assume they came off the fingernail, so they put them back. And now I use a little what's called equivoque, French word, for I believe meaning drool. No, I'm not sure what it means, but in magician's parlance, it means giving sort of a fake choice, magician's choice or equivoque, where I say, where do you want the magic to happen? Where do you want it? And of course, if they point over here, I say that's where the magic's going to happen. If they point here, I say, fine, that's where the magic's going to happen. And the magic on this hand over here is the vanishing of a coin. The magic here is the presenting. So when Chris did it, he wanted the magic to happen here, and I showed the vanish here, then the appearance. If he said, here, we'll do the magic, I want the magic to happen here, I'd say, fine. And I'm going to turn, I'm slowly let both coins go inside, okay? I turn, I say, watch, the magic's going to happen right there, just like that. Now look, I've made one of the coins travel from my right hand to my left. Boom, and you do it in that order. Either way, do not underestimate the power of this very simple trick. It's a great thing to do at school lunchroom, at the bar, whatever. And as always with my magic, the drunker the people are, the more amazing the tricks.